it's Liza Sivek. And before we begin, I want to remind you that show notes and links mentioned in this episode can be found in my Facebook and LinkedIn groups called Marketing Myths and Magic. Obviously, it's free to join, and group members get bonus freebies, live Q&As with special guests, events, and I'll be there to answer questions and chat with you. Head over to Facebook, LinkedIn, or there's a link at lizasivekmarketing.com and be a part of the conversation. Okay, let's jump in. Hey, magicians, it's Liza Sivek back with you again today on the Marketing Myths and Magic podcast. I have a return guest today that I'm very excited to talk to. We've just been chatting up a storm, and I was like, wait, you have to save all this enthusiasm for the podcast, because I have her like going off on all the great new stuff she's doing. And, if you're watching the video of this on YouTube or on my site, in the Facebook group or LinkedIn group, you're going to see she is a young mom and her podcast studio is the closet, as many of us started out doing. And even some of the very big podcasters I followed were still doing well into their six figures until they could get somewhere where they had their own space. So, if you've been podcasting in your closet, please don't feel bad, because it's pretty average to do. So Sam Hoffman is with me today. She is the owner of Girl Hates Salad. And as I said, she's repeat. She was under the brand Happy Noana, but we are rebranding her, and she is ready to tell you all about it. I love her body positivity message and how she doesn't just do what's marketable for her industry space, but for what's right for her. And that's, if you're faking it or you're not authentic or you're saying the same thing everybody else is, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So let's dig into that, talk about how to, find that vision, find that mission, and make it work for you, no matter what your industry is. So Sam.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Hi.
Thank you so much for that introduction. Thank you so much for having me again. I'm super excited. You're totally got that right. We were really chatting away here just before. So I think you got it right that we needed to get to it. So thank you.
Yes. I'm just, jealous that she's hiding in a closet, I think. No, actually, I'm jealous that she's in warm weather, because I'm not today.
Right.
So this is a thing near to dear in my heart, because while I don't have any, like eating disorders or anything like that, I sure do emotionally eat, like many of us do. I sure do stress eat. I sure do boredom eat. So basically, I just eat, basically.
Because food is delicious.
Because
Yes.
food is delicious and carbs make me happy.
Yes.
And I think that's true of most of us. We certainly have some people in the population who are like, nope, I'm good with just small meals, and that works for me.
Mm-hmm.
But, I personally was somebody that was, again, very common. I was very thin and had a high metabolism when I was younger. And that's just gone away little by little as you grow up. If you have children,
Right.
your lifestyle changes. So this can happen to anyone, and anyone can get back on the road, is what I think Sam's going to tell me. And that's
Right.
good, because I have great hope. I have great hope for that.
Right.
I'm a hiker, but please don't make me do cardio at home, So these are the things I need to talk about with somebody.
Yes.
So thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah. Right. And so I think this is going to connect with people, marketing or not. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, but tell me, you're rebranding Girl Hates Salad. Why Girl Hates Salad, besides the obvious reasons?
Right.
What does
Because
that mean for you?
I do. If people are sometimes surprised, because I'm a personal trainer, I'm a health coach, and they would be surprised that I would tell you I hate salad. I do hate salad. And the whole purpose of it was, hey, being healthy does not need to be a salad every day. Because too often we associate that, right? We're like, oh, I got to get healthy. Okay, I got to eat healthy. Oh, I should start having salad for lunch. And it's programmed somewhere in our minds so much that is the go-to. And I want to say to people, no, I mean, if you love salad, sure, have a salad. But if you hate salad, if salad is not your jam, please stop eating it. It's not for you. There are so many healthy, delicious foods. And you know what? There's some delicious foods that aren't healthy, and there's space for them too. You can eat the foods and you can be okay. And so I really focus on building a healthy relationship with food. And, we kind of talked a little bit before. And like you said, you're a hiker. Don't make me do cardio in my home. If you are not enjoying it, you're not going to keep doing it. And then, you're not going to be having fun, and life should be fun, and we should enjoy, and we want to move our bodies in a way that feels good. So it's all about finding what healthy actually means to you, right?
Yes. And, we finally got a little gym area in our basement, put down some mats, and I just have to roll out of bed and go downstairs, and nobody cares if I'm wearing appropriate workout gear or if I'm
Right.
just wearing a t-shirt and shorts or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
or my nightgown. Who cares? Well, not my nightgown, but I would trip myself up. But, my husband got me a heavy bag for my birthday.
Yep.
And I love that because as much as I like the weights, as much as I'll do the calisthenics and the fitness, the push-ups and all that stuff, I really like to hit stuff. And I have some martial arts training in my background. I'm by no means lethal weapon, but I know enough, and I haven't been able to do it in a few years. And let me tell you, hitting something
feels
really
good.
warms you up in the morning.
Right.
Yeah, you get up,
Right.
you hit some stuff, you kick a few things.
Right.
Was there somebody who really annoyed you yesterday? Picture that face.
There you go. There you go.
And, it gets you through a lot of good and bad to be able to do that if that's your thing. I do not suggest trying that anywhere but on an appropriate heavy bag and not another person. So, yeah, we do not condone that.
Right?
We do not condone that. But, and then I was also watching I was going to mention with something you said, I was watching, I don't know, a TikTok, a YouTube, whatever. It's my job. I have to be on there, I swear. And somebody was doing the sound that said, how many calories are you eating per day? You can eat 1,200 calories per day. And then the person said, and how many at night? I'm like, oh, look, they got me on recording.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Yeah,
let's not eat like a toddler. Let's eat for a grown-up person. Right? No, and it's so hard. And like you say, there's so much messaging out there. There's so many people pushing weight loss. And I'm not going to pretend that this has been, an easy journey, even for me. I have worked with some business coaches. I've had a very steep learning curve when it comes to marketing. And I was challenged. I have had a lot of I don't want to say breakdowns. That seems a little bit extreme, but a lot of emotions have definitely come out through this process.
Tires emotionally, right?
And it's come out because I have been challenged in that way of well, hey, I don't actually want to push weight loss. I don't want to tell people they need to lose weight. I don't want to be working on losing weight. I want to work on the stuff with people that, hey, these are the habits that actually, can get us feeling good, let's work on feeling good in who we are right now. Let's work on the stuff that makes us feel good, moving forward, those healthy habits, stress management, self-love, healthy relationships with food, all of that stuff. That's the stuff that I want to work on. And being challenged with, okay, but you're not going to sell that. This is going to sell. And so you need to use these strategies. We know that they work. You're going to show these transformations of how these people lost weight. You're going to tell them what they want to hear, because that's the whole point of marketing. You're going to tell them what they want to hear, and then you're going to be booked out. And I'm like, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah, not the point of marketing.
No.
That is why people confuse us with, the Mad Men ad men. We're not. Yeah. And there's so many MLMs and people who are just saying, just do this, and trying to position themselves as experts in the fitness space and the weight loss space. And it's not true. And there's still that idea that you can't put it on the internet if it's not true, but those videos are not advertising. They're not necessarily bound by those advertising laws. And they always have some kind of disclaimer. I mean, there's some people who are just a criminal element, but a lot of them have a disclaimer, right?
Right. Results not typical is the number one.
Right.
Thing
Results
that they
not
put
typical. There. That should be like the name of your podcast. Yeah. Results not typical. Stop listening to them. Yeah.
Yes. It's frustrating. It's so hard because, our messaging is maybe not as sexy as theirs. And there is a, $billion diet industry out there that have the sexy, hey, you drink our powders, you take our pills, you just have to start working out 45 minutes every day and then you'll be fine,
cider vinegar will cure everything that's wrong with you.
Right. We're going to tell you what to eat and you're going to lose weight, but you're going to be starving while you do it. I mean, it's all of these different things. No,
right. It doesn't stick.
No.
Right. Okay.
No.
All right. So
frustrates
tell me what you do now that we've decided what we don't like. Tell me, we all don't like that. Tell me what you do.
Yeah. So we focus on nutrition. So we're looking at building a healthy relationship with food, which means that we are getting away from that typical diet restriction, thinking more intuitive eating, mindful eating. They have health at every size, which means we're really looking at Okay, do we know when we're hungry? Do we know when we're full? What do we actually like to eat? Can we add a little bit of extra nutrition to stuff that we already enjoy, right? You can have a burger and fries and a shake. Maybe one day you're going to have burger and fries and a smoothie, or, you're going to change up. You're not going to have the burger. You're going to have sweet potato fries. There's so many different things that we can eat, but we get bogged down into, well, oh my goodness, I can't eat this. So I must make sure it's a veggie burger and it's going to have to be in a lettuce bun. And I can't have fries. I must have salad on the side and I'm going to drink water with it. And
The
when you're
lettuce bun already the salad, ew.
right, right, like doubling
I mean,
up.
I happen to like salad, but there's
Right.
only so many leafy things I can eat in a day.
Yes, and carbs. Anybody who looks at what I do, I always say like carbs are my ride or die. Like they're my soulmate forever. And
Hey, you need carb for brain
right,
power. Like
right.
that's a scientific fact that carbs are
Yes,
needed so that your brain can work. So if you want to stay awake and have your brain be sharp, eat a donut. No, don't eat a donut.
right, but
Whatever Sam tells you.
absolutely. So we work on, and this is part of the problem too, right? When we're talking about food, we really working on your skills. And the thing is sometimes people prefer, can you just tell me what to eat? Like, what do I need to eat? And I'm like, I don't really do that. And the reason why I don't do that is because I actually would like you to not need me forever. I don't want to see you in 3 months' time and you go, you know what? I stopped doing everything that we did. And, we're going to have to go through this all over again, like we do with diets and all of those things. I actually want you guys to have the skills. I want you to have the compassion. I want you to know how to deal when things don't go right, and we work on exercise. Too often we are working off that piece of cake, or oh, I need to go for a run because I'm going to have a big dinner tonight or whatever, as opposed to, okay, well, how do you move that actually feels good? We talked about that a little bit earlier, and that's how I want people moving. And guess what? You're going to want to do that. I'm not going to pretend that like you're going to want to do it every day and life happens and all of those things, but we get stuck in this all or nothing mentality where everything has to be perfect or everything has to be just dropped. And so mindset is such a huge part of what I work with clients on. We're looking at body positivity, feeling good how we are right now. Too often, women in particular, we're chasing this feeling that we think we're going to get when we lose weight. So we think we're going to get thin and we're going to suddenly start feeling good about ourselves. And the truth is, if you get up every morning, you go stand in the mirror and you look at yourself and you say, oh, look at those wrinkles. Look at those gray hairs. Oh my goodness. Look at this muffin top I've got going on here, the cellulite that's here, all of that.
You've heard my affirmations in the morning.
Your affirmations?
You've heard my affirmations, the cellulite, the wrinkles.
Right. There you go. See, exactly.
Not affirmations.
Like, yeah, no, right. Absolutely.
That's why it's better to go hit a heavy bag for me, because you don't want me standing in front of the mirror.
And so I really call that like the morning beat down, right? Is that you go and you go, you're like, instead of going downstairs and hitting that bag, you're going to beat yourself up in front of the mirror, right? So you've found something alternative, something that makes you feel good, that's healthy. It's fantastic. So many people do that morning beat down. And the thing is that if you were able to get to where you think that you want to go, right? If you were able to lose the weight, I'm going to tell you that you're going to wake up, you're going to go stand in front of that mirror, and you are going to find new things to tear yourself apart. That morning beatdown doesn't go anywhere just because you lost the weight. Suddenly your arms aren't toned enough, or actually maybe this isn't the right goal weight. Maybe I need to get skinnier, or, I'm looking really bloated today, or this shirt doesn't look right. You're just constantly looking at the negatives. And if we don't address that, it's going to stay there. So that's a huge part of what I love working with people on, is just getting us to actually feel good how we are right now, rather than shaming ourselves into thinking like we need to lose all this weight, right?
So how does that, and yes, gosh, that's all so true. And we all kind of know, like when I lost a bunch of weight when I was younger and all that, and somebody said, well, how did you do it? Like when people ask you, because they ask you, like, you look so